So that big, huge, long river that I went over was not the Mississippi River. It was just a bunch of other stuff and part of the Atchafalaya River. Baton Rouge is where the Mississippi goes through straight down the middle or eastern side a little bit. So I'm probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Baton Rouge still, or not that far maybe from Baton Rouge, but I'll be going over the Mississippi a little bit later. I just wanted to clarify that. That was probably the longest, that is the longest bridge I've ever driven on in my life though, and it's the most water I've ever seen outside of the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean. And I can't even describe to you how many trees that I saw. Anyways, the weather is great today. It was supposed to rain, but it hasn't yet. It shouldn't, because I'm heading out of the storm area. It's getting kind of hazier, not foggy, but hazier. And so far the road is straight and the wind hasn't blown too hard, so I'm in good shape. Oh, by the way, did I tell you that I locked myself out of the motorhome this morning when I went to drop off a bag of cookies for Matthew, one of my cousins? Got out of the motorhome, all the doors were locked, the keys were the ignition, and the ignition was on. The vehicle was running, and the door latched. I didn't even connect until, ooh, look, a truck with a bunch of logs. That's not something I see every day. So it didn't even connect to me that I was locking the door on myself until I got back, pulled on the door handle, and found that I was stuck. So I waited an hour. I called AAA. They didn't actually make it out. One of the neighbors who wakes up really, really early came out and saw me and said, "Hey, what's going on?" He came over and he happened to have a Slim Jim in his truck. So he Slim Jimmed my door and boom shebang, got me on the road. And luckily, I think AAA, after I talked to them, said that they would discount me and give me back that tow, not as a charge. So we'll see in the future if I have to get towed again on this trip. But I left an hour later because I spent an hour wasting gas and watching my vehicle. Isn't that exciting? Sorry that I didn't have the camera, but it was inside the motorhome with my keys and everything else. Talk to you later.